My name is Charla Halsey. I'm speaking on behalf of myself and my husband, Michael White. We would like to renew our objection to the proposed special assessment for repairs to South 8th Street and other streets in Sac City. Last summer, when this issue was previously before the council, it seemed clear that the community does not support a special assessment for this project. When the project was delayed, part of the reason, as we recall, was to seek alternatives to special assessment for funding the project. We find it incomprehensible that after the delay, exactly the same proposal is before us again. Numerous residents who would be affected by the assessment have stated that they cannot afford the amounts being assessed. Should this assessment go forward, there will be no recourse for these residents. Either they will find themselves with delinquencies, or they will be forced to make impossible choices about what they will do without to pay the assessments. Or, as has apparently already happened at least once, property potentially subject to assessment will be abandoned because the homeowners know they will not be able to pay. Realistically, the two of us can probably afford to pay the amount that has been assessed on our home. However, if we do, that will leave us less disposable income to spend on, for instance, home improvements, which we had in the works. In turn, the contractors we would have hired to do that work will also have less disposable income to spend in the local economy. It seems likely that many on the affected streets will find their contributions to the local economy similarly curtailed. Since we know our city leaders are dedicated to the best interests of our entire community, we cannot imagine you find such ripple effects to be a positive thing. While we are on the subject of the best interest of the entire community, we do want to point out that since all citizens benefit from all of the city streets being in good repair, it makes a great deal more sense to assess everyone a more appropriate amount for general street repairs, however that has to be done within the bonds of the law, and to adjust this and all future projects to be within the means of amounts collected and the city's bonding capacity. If we all pay a smaller but fairer share towards repairs of streets on which we do not live but which we all use regularly, then no one in the community will be subject to the kind of crushing special assessments that we're looking at right now in the future. We hope that you will again seek more just and less painful ways to fund this and future street projects. The fact that special assessments have been common practice in the past does not mean that we must continue to use them when it is clear that their effects, at least at this time, are deleterious to the well-being of many of our citizens, not to mention Sac City as a community.